4, 5. Circle the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go back to our toe and heel raises. Again, so what you're working here is not just balance, you're working the fronts of our bottom legs, so the shins and the calves and the ankles, okay? Bringing blood flow to that lower body. Actually, our calves are responsible for getting our blood flow up to that arms, right? So we want those to. Let's go to the other side. Point 3, 4, and 5. Circle 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. And back. Now we're going to come forward and just do a light march. Shifting our weight, right? Shifting our weight side to side. Easy right now. Just starting to. And now gently back towards, coming up towards the thigh. So let's do a few gentle and the end of the session. So my goal is that you guys great, but we're not going to do that. Come on. Gentle. Up. Blood flow, oxygen. You know, make a circle. Little circle. Make a big circle. And we'll shorten the circle. And then make a really small circle. Good. Now I'm going to play with your hands of a clock. So on that one side, we're going to go to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now go back to 12, 11, 10, 9. We're not going to get we have to go underneath. 8, 7, and 6. Go over to the other side. Swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Across the body. 1, 2, 3, and 5. We'll do the opposite side here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Back to 12. Let's do that side again. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, back. Let's out. Now make it higher using those hands. Still working the hips. A little the inside of your feet. Can't do that tapping. Okay, that you may not be able to get right now. We're just going to tap the inside of. And we'll kick back. I'm going to do this way. Forward, kicking back. That's taking those legs out to the side, working those hips out to the side. Good. Now let's roll the hips. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Side to side. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's hip hinge. Hip hinge. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. X up to the shoulders. Let's roll them back. 3, 4, and 5, and forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Taking a little backstroke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forward like you're swimming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to do the breaststroke. We're going to take those hands together. Move that water away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bring those hands together right here. Let's lift those shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, warmed up. Now let's practice of our body, right? You know, I love this. You're going to open up those 10 toes, press them into the floor. Take the inside of your heel, press in, the outside of your heel, press in, making a nice little arch in the foot, like a suction cup, right? So now we're bringing the awareness to the glutes, again, the buttocks, the hip area, cinching, kind of thinking about bringing the inner thighs together, standing up nice and tall as we bring those shoulders up, back, and down. We bring the navel towards the spine and kind of cinch the waist, cinch the rib cage to the center of our body. Shoulders are back and down, elongating the spine, right? Nice and tall spine, but our eyes are on the horizon. We take those hands out here, open them up. Feel that nice tension that we create. This is great tension. This is dynamic tension, bringing the strength to our core, and then shake it out. Let's do that again. 10 toes in, heels down, suction cup, buttocks tight, inner thighs squeezing together, shoulders are back and down, abs drawn in, cinching the rib cage, long spine, shoulders up, back, and down, hands out, making them nice and tight. And relax, shaking out the hands. We didn't do our hands yet. We're going to shake them out. We're going to open and close. We're going to do our figure eights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's take each finger to the thumb and then back. Warming up those hands, open and close again. Okay, now we're going to do some drills today. Okay. Yeah, warm up those hands. My hands are really cold right now. Okay, so what I want you to do, we're going to start with this simple step touch, which is a step together, step together. Now, if you want to bring your hands in, here we go. Again, intensity is up to you. If you guys are really feeling up to it and you want to give a nice little bit of intensity here, driving that heart rate up a little bit, do so. If you're just not really having it, and you just want to kind of go with the flow right here, that's fine too. Here we go. You have 20 seconds of this. Five more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and done. All right, just gentle march, gentle march. We're going to warm up the back of the body right now. In between, this is our little rest spot stop. So we're going to bring a heel into the floor. I'm turning sideways a little bit. We sit back, feeling the stretch in the back of our leg, reaching up, feeling the whole front of the body, the shoulders. So we inhale back down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, coming to center, bringing those arms out into big figure eights. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Over to the other side. Heel gets dug in, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up. All right, next drill, marching. Again, intensity is up to you. My ideal march would be putting my thumbs in towards my belly button and trying to get those knees up, right? But if you're not there yet and you want to just do a nice little light march, that's fine. Again, intensity is up to you. You can bring your hands into the march, really driving the heart rate up. And we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, march. 30 seconds of this one. Here we go. We're going to use the step touch as a recovery, okay? Fifteen more seconds. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and step touch. Nice and easy. Okay, let's take 2 steps left, 2 steps right. It's our little recovery. We're going to use those hands right now. We're going to bring them out and back the other way. 1, 2, turn 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 1, and 2. Okay, deep breath. Inhale, exhale. All right, ready for the next one? We're going to pretend we're on the playground right now. So we're going to do a little bit of jump roping, okay? Again, intensity is up to you. You can keep your feet on the ground and just dig your heels in. If you want to give a little hop, all right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds. That heart rate up, right? Ten more seconds. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and step touch. Here's our recovery. How's everybody doing? Okay, good. All right. Now, I saw some of you had light weights. I'm going to do some upper body drills with punches. You can do them without weights, or you can do them with light weights. I wouldn't take anything heavier than 2 pounds though, okay? So, because I don't want you to hurt your shoulders, it's really easy to throw a shoulder out if you punch, okay? So what you want to do, you want to brace your abs. Just watch me first, okay? Because it's important that you just don't throw a punch and hurt your shoulder. And we want to engage the abs, okay? So we take a little hip hinge. It's very slight right here. We pull that navel towards our spine. We roll the shoulders back, and we just give a nice little light punch. Here we go. We have 30 seconds of these. Bringing a little strength into our practice today, okay? Go, go. Let's do 15 more seconds. 10 more seconds. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, step touch. Deep breath. You're not going to do this yet. I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. You can use your weights or you don't have to. So this is our skater with a little weight to it, okay? Not yet. We're still recovering, okay? I just want to show you what's coming up. All right. So we're working the upper and lower body at the same time. We're increasing our intensity just by adding a little weight, okay? Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, nice gentle skaters, right? You can give a little more intensity if you'd like. Again, a little hop, hop. We're going to do 30 seconds of these, so be mindful. Maybe you don't want to be too intense, or you can kind of start intense and then bring it down a little bit, right? Go. Maybe bring it down. 3, 2, and done. Step touch. Good job. Okay. We're going to incorporate a little bit of strength, a hip hinge, and a bicep curl, okay? This is new. We haven't done this one. So again, you can do this with, or even if you have water bottles in the house, okay? If you don't have weights on hand, you can grab cans, you can grab water bottles, anything that has a little weight to it, okay? So if you need a couple of seconds to go do that, I'll give you a couple of seconds. All right, while you're getting that, I'm going to show you what we're doing. I'm going to show you 2 angles. I'm here, I'm hip hinging back, and then I come up with a bicep curl. I hip hinge back, and I come up with a bicep curl. If I'm forward, I hip hinge back and bicep curl. Got it? Let's see it. Okay, here we go. Only 20 seconds of these. This is new. We're going to continue with this. Probably next week I'll use it again. I want you to make sure you've got this one. Hip hinge back. I'll turn sideways. Hip hinge back. Bicep curl. 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 Excellent. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a water break. We are going to continue with these. I'm going to give you a few yoga moves with these. So we're adding our strength right in here and we're still moving. All right. If you need to sit, you can do a lot of this stuff from your chair, but I prefer you if you can stand, that's optimal. Okay, a little water. Okay, so now a little method to my madness. I'm going to add a little bit of a balance challenge with this next strength and cardiorespiratory exercise. So it's called a wooden soldier march. We've done it without the weights. You can do it with or without the weights. So we take our left leg and right hand and we march. We march. This does not have to be fast, but I will time us for 30 seconds. So a lot of movement, a lot going on here. Remember that stabilizing tricks, right? Feel nice and strong in that core. In a moment, we're going to take a moment out to reset that core. 3, 2, and 1. How'd you guys do with that?
Okay.
That one's not an easy one. Okay, so now let's set that core up again. Okay, so I'm going to turn sideways. This is chair pose in yoga. Okay, like as if you were a chair, somebody could sit in your lap. Now you take the weights together, and I want you to press those weights together. And you tell me, what are you feeling? Where are you feeling that? Good. That's it. Perfect, Mimi. That's where I want you to feel it. It's in that gut. Love it. Bring those shoulders back and down, right? Stay there. Feel the nice engagement of that core and come up slowly. Does everybody have that? Are you feeling the same thing? You want to feel this whole area, right? Dynamic tension, your glutes, you're going to feel it in your glutes again. You're going to feel it in your quadriceps, which are the front of your thighs. Let's try that again. Shoulders, let's start with the shoulders. Shoulders up, back, and down. Hips get sent back, right? Hips back. Now we take those weights and we press together and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come up. Let's go with what we started with, right? You have the weights in hand now. So instead of opening our palms, we're going to squeeze the weights. So we're going to push all 10 toes into the floor. We're going to press our heels into the floor. We're going to feel your glutes engage, inner thighs. We elongate the spine by bringing those shoulders up, back, and down. Proud chest. Eyes on the horizon. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. And then we take those weights out to the side and squeeze them. Where's that dynamic tension going? In those. Yes, yay. That's exactly where I want you to feel it. In those abdomen, you're going to feel it, and you're going to feel it across here like you have a girdle right here. And release. March it out. Okay. We're going to work our back right now and legs at the same time. Let me know if there's an option. If you want to do this in your chair, you can come up and out of your chair. So I'm going to show you both ways, but it seems like all of you are standing. Linda, I can't see you. So if you're okay with this, give me a little reaction. Okay. All right. I think you're unmuted, so you can let me know. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a nice wide stance like this, right? Toes are out. Let's start with the arms first. They're called W's. So we bring them up here. You can do this with or without weights. We squeeze here. So our scapulas, those, right, our wings in the back there are squeezing, and then we go out like a W. So it's a W here to here. Or what we do in yoga, we call this our star, 5-point star right here. Okay, arms out. Squeeze them in. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to start here. Come on down for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wow, you guys are making that, you're already progressing. It's great. This is all progressions from what we've been doing. So now I just went into a warrior 2, and you guys know the warrior 2. Your feet are, the one toe is facing here, the other one is in a T. So here's your foot in the front, here's the foot in the back, which is a nice wide stance. Okay, so we're just going to stay here. So I want you to stay, we're just stabilizing right now, right? So we want to stabilize before we mobilize. You're going to hear that a lot from me. So the belly button is in, this glute is nice and tight. We push forward, the glute on that front leg is nice and tight. Shoulders are back and down. We're just going to stay here. I just want you to really brace this. Embrace it, okay? You're pulling that floor apart from underneath you. You're like pulling, you're really, really strong. This is warrior 2. It's our most, really, it just gives you a lot of empowerment, okay? This is a very strong position. So now we're going to add a little bit to this. So hopefully we can do this. You're going to take those hands, bring them up with those weights now, right? You're adding some, right? Adding some intensity here, just with adding the weight. Shoulders are back and down. We're still maintaining that stability. We're not mobilizing yet. We're staying right here. And here comes the mobilization. We take that hand like a warrior as an archer, pull 2, only 5 of these, 3, 4, and 5. Let's walk those feet back in. Now we're going to take our pinkies together, and we're going to come out with that little bit of a squat out to the side for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, turning the other way. There's that T. So the other toe is forward here. The other one is here. Coming here, stabilizing first, right? What do I want you to feel? Those feet into the floor, right? Pulling the floor apart. Hips are facing your device or facing me. Pulling that floor apart, pull it. Glutes are tight. That front quadricep you're going to feel right here. Shoulders are back and down, abs drawn in. Nice deep breath. We're going to do our archer on the other side. Bring those arms up. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring those feet together. Okay, so we did, if you remember, we did our little hip hinge to bicep, right? So we have opposing muscle groups. So the opposing muscle group to this bicep is the back of the arm, which is your tricep. So I want to get you back into that chair position. Again, you can do this with or without weights. If you tell your body, right, I can do it right here and I feel that tricep, right? But we want to add a little intensity. If you have the weights, let's do it. We're adding a little strength to those bones, right? So right now, shoulders are back and down, bones and muscles. When you pull on the muscles, the muscle fibers, you're activating bone growth. So that's why we like to use the resistance. We like to use the weights, okay? So we're going to set ourselves back up, right? Abs are in tight. Shoulders are pulled back. All right, now we take those weights to the side. I'm going to go right here. Hinge forward, still maintaining, making sure our ears and shoulders are lined up, and just kicking back, slow and deliberate, keeping those abs nice and engaged. We have 8 of these. That's about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, let's go into some movement again. Okay, here we go. I'm telling you, I'm leveling you guys up a notch today. You're going to feel this tomorrow. But
No,
it's
I feel it a little bit in this one, right in the groin.
Oh yeah, okay. So let's which one, with the warrior?
The right.
Okay, so what you want to do, anytime you feel something that just doesn't feel right, what you want to do is shorten the range of motion. Okay, so I'm glad you said that. So if I was here and maybe I had you too wide, so you know what? Bring it in a little bit. Okay, bring it in, shorten your range of motion. If you're here, right, maybe too low, come up, shorten your range of motion. Okay, and get out of the position. If it's bothering you that much, get out of the
Yeah.
position and march it out, okay? But I'm
Yeah.
glad you said something. Okay, so now what I want to do, we're going to do we know how we did our wooden soldier march. We're going to do our mountain climber. Again, with or without the weights. If you can use the weights, like I said, great. You're adding a little bit more resistance to those muscles and bones, okay? So what I want you to do is give an opposite, but look, this way, bring your fingertips together. It's safer. When we no longer, I do not like this position. It puts a little too much strain on our shoulders, okay? So we bring those fingertips together. So please stay away from the overhead here, but come here. So it's right here. So I'm like right around my nose, right? That's it. Bring it up, marching, 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 marching. Keep going.
Ooh, those are big.
They get heavy, right? Even though they're like 2-3 pounds, they get heavy. All right, and release. Roll those shoulders back, forward, and back. Good. We're going to put the weights down right now, okay? We're going to use body weight. We're going to get the chair out. This is great. Single leg training is great for balance. So I'm going to put my chair on the side right here. I'm going to take another sip of my water. Not a bad idea if you guys to take a sip of water. Okay. So now what I want you to do, I want you to step forward and back to center, okay? So what we're doing, basically, we're shifting our weight, okay? So now I'm going into a little bit more of balance challenges. So you can hold on, you don't have to hold on. I'm not with you, so I'd feel better if you had at least something nearby. So you're gonna go forward, you're gonna go center, forward. So basically what you're doing is you're just shifting your weight and pushing it back to neutral. Shifting your weight and pushing it to neutral. All right, keep going. Let's do 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, march it out. We're now going to shift backwards. Okay, this is sometimes gets tricky. So feet are hip distance apart. Don't shorten that hip distance apart. So what I mean by that, I maintain that. So when I go back into my shifting of the weight, I'm still maintaining that shoulder distance, hip distance apart. So we shift back and forward, and 2 and forward, and 3 and forward, and 4 and 5 and 6. Okay, now I'm going to turn this way. We're going to shift our weight to the side. So it's 1 and back, and 2 and back, and 3 and back, and 4 and back, and 5 and 6. 2 more, and 7, and 1 more is 8. March it out. March it out. Everybody's okay with this? We're good? Because we have another side, okay? So let's put it over here on the other side. Remember, our first exercise was shifting our weight forward. Now we're gonna do 8 of each one. Come forward for 1 and back. So you guys go on your own pace. I don't want to count because sometimes I'm a little quicker, I'm a little slower, and I want you to concentrate on this move, okay? So when you've done 8, meet me back in the center and march it out. Okay, now march it out. Let's move to the back. Here we go. Come back and forward for 8. Okay, and march it out. Okay, moving the chair to the other side. Like I said, let me know, don't let me rush you. Get your 8 in and then 8 to the other side, right? We're just shifting that weight to the side. If you can let go, that's awesome, but just have it nearby. Know that there's something there, right? But I want you guys, the idea of this is that body awareness, okay? As you're shifting, you're planting and moving back, right? So remember, I always say stability before mobility. So feel stable before you move. Feel stable before you move, okay? So that's why I don't want to count for you. We're all at different levels here. You may not be having it today, or you may, it's everybody's an individual. We'll have different fitness levels too. Okay. So remember those. That's a really good drill. Okay. Like I said, it's keeping you aware of where your body is. So if you were to get a little shove somewhere, guess what? You could regain that. Okay. If you were tripping up, you could regain that stability. Remember, stability before mobility. Okay. I'm going to treat you guys to a seat in the chair, but if you have your Pilates ball, please take it with you. Okay. We're going to work some abdominals here. Okay. Sitting up nice and tall. So we're going again, that awareness of the core. Okay. Let's do some of this with the ball. So that ball is just basically like a sensory tool here that's going to give you that awareness. When you squeeze that ball, it automatically brings think about bringing that pelvic floor up towards your diaphragm here. Okay. So what we want to do, we want to inhale, release everything. We bring that air into our belly, right? So the ball kind of expands too. On the exhale, bring it together. We're going to bring those shoulders back and down. We're now going to put our hands in prayer and just press right there and just close our eyes and feel the stability in that core. Release, inhale, shake it all out. Big inhale. Exhale, squeeze, pull that ball up towards your sternum, shoulders back and down, hands in prayer, pressing, breathing, and releasing. Okay, now the only thing I want you to do is just squeeze and release that ball for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sitting up nice and tall. You're going to squeeze the ball. You can do it with or without the ball. And just, even if you have a pillow, you have, usually a pillow works best. A yoga block you can use and just extend. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to find something. If you don't have it, grab a pillow and just continue to extend. I want your hands on the front of your thighs because that is the muscle we're working right now. You have 4 big muscles in the front of those thighs called your quadriceps, and that's what we're working right now. Good. Okay. Let's take the ball. Again, with or without the ball, mobility of the shoulder right now. You're bringing the ball up overhead, right? From here, I want you to think about as if you were clicking your car seat, your seatbelt right here, car seat. I've got baby on the brain here. He's with me today. Here we go. Come across, buckle that seatbelt up, buckle the seatbelt. Good. Again, up, buckle the seatbelt. Good. Other side, bring it up. Full range of motion. If you have that, kudos. Here we go. Across, buckle it up. Up, buckle it up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Let's just squeeze. We're going to bring that awareness to our core again, right? To those abdominal muscles. As we inhale, we bring the ball out here. Exhale, push it away. Squeeze in those abs, right? Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Good. Now, if you have a back on your chair, these chairs work excellent. We put the ball right here and we press our upper back into the ball. What we're doing here, we're working on, we tend to get this forward head tilt today's day and age when we're looking down all the time. So we want to open the chest. So we bring those shoulders back and down. We're going to press into the ball and we're going to open those arms. Open those arms. Maybe bring them up overhead. Really pressing into the ball. Open the arms. Coming back up. Good. Now I'm going to ditch the ball. We're going to do some stretching right from the chair. Okay. So what I want you to do are cat-cows, right? When we come, we have our hands right above our knees. We inhale forward with a flat spine. We exhale, scooping our abs and bring it back gently. Inhale forward. Exhale, scoop roll. Inhale forward. Exhale, scoop roll. Inhale forward. Exhale, scoop roll. Good. Okay, now let's give ourselves a big hug. We're going to go from top to bottom. You're going to take those hands here. You're going to give yourself a big hug, rounding your back a little bit. Opening the back. Reaching behind you for the big beach ball. Opening up the chest. I lost somebody, and it's really good to be doing these stretches. Here, push that knee in towards your chest, stretching your back a little bit. You're going to feel a nice stretch in the back. Bringing this ankle just above your kneecap for a figure four, elongating the spine, inhaling, exhaling, coming forward with a flat spine. So I don't want you to roll. I want you to keep those shoulders back and down, chest towards the knee, even if you can only get a few inches before you feel that stretch. So inhale back, elongate the spine, exhale, come forward. Good. Let's go over to the other side. Take this one up nice and high. Pressing your chest back into that knee or quadricep that we just worked. Come right here. Give me a figure four. Inhale, reach up, right? Those shoulders are back and down. Come forward. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale forward. Inhale back to center. And exhale forward. Good. Let's just march it out. We're going to march our feet over to the other side. So you're actually splitting your body in half on your chair. You're going to take the outside leg and bring it back, toe down. I'm opening this hip area right here. A lot of us are tight here due to sitting, bicycling, whatever. Okay. A lot of times that hip gets tight and that affects our whole body. So I want you, the leg that is back, I want you to take that hand up. Think about pulling the upper half away from the lower half. If you can, bring your opposite hand and thread it through here. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. Gently bring the hand down. Gently coming back to center. Both feet here, marching to the other side. Taking this foot back. Opening up the hip. Reaching up over, reaching through here. And coming back to center, leaving one leg out, the other one in, turning towards the outstretched leg, inhaling up, exhaling, forward fold. Be careful with this forward fold. You don't fall out of your chair. Have enough seat on that chair, but you're stretching the back of your body right now. Should feel good. Muscles are so nice and warm. We did a lot of movement today. A little bit of strength, quite a bit of strength today. Like I said, you might feel this tomorrow. It's called delayed onset muscle soreness. Okay. Take this one leg out here, reach up, inhale, exhale, come on down. Inhale up, Exhale, come up and down. Walking back to center. Let's come up out of our chair right now. See how we feel. We're going to use our chair for one final stretch. You're going to hold on to the chair. You're going to walk your feet back. Nice flat back. Stretch, bicycle your knees in and out. Bicycle, pushing your hips side to side. Coming in just a little bit for one final cat-cow. Inhale back. Exhale, scoop and roll. Come up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Now give me that big inhale. Hands together, elongating your spine. Coming over to one side, back to center. Reaching all the way up, over to the other side. Rolling those shoulders back and forth. A couple of figure eights. A couple of swings. Remember I said at the end, your range of motion will be so much better. Right? So try it. Good. Kick it back. Heel toes. And you guys are good. And that's Wednesday. I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week and weekend. Be well. Stay well.
Good class. Thank
good.
you.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Nancy. Take care. Bye.
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 Bye, Mimi.